Hey, this is Dale Tinsley. You're listening to the Connect Podcast. Our purpose is to guide you to connect with yourself so that you can connect with others and live a life of meaning and value. Continuing the series, Limitless Potential, Endless Refinement. Peace be with you. Welcome back to Connect. Hope you're feeling strong, self-aware, connected to yourself, connected to God, connected to your kids, to your family, and vibrant. For today's episode, redemption. So you hear the word redemption, what pops in your head? Something went wrong. There was an unhealthy moment, a negative moment. But you turned it around. You redeemed yourself. Maybe you think of a baseball player that was up to bat 3 times, struck out all 3 times, and then in the last inning, with the guy on base, he hits a home run and they win. You would think he redeemed himself. Incredible moment, right? The feeling of redemption. So how do we get there? It's an internal process. Maybe we redeem ourselves to someone outside of ourselves. But if we never understand why or how or what is actually happening in the process of redemption, is it righting a wrong? Most definitely. That's a layer to it. Trying to fix or set something right, bring justice to a moment. So our main tool to have the breakthrough, to set it right, is our own self-awareness. Processing what happened, our own part in it, gathering information, looking for some understanding, and then we tap into the self-accountability. So we use our self-awareness, we use our self-accountability, and we got to be willing. We have to be willing to deal and to face it. And throughout this process of connecting with ourselves, we've talked about these things. They are all connected. They all feed off of each other. So you hit that willingness, I'm gonna make this right. Next up is courage. You show the courage because no one is above us and no one is below us. And no one is perfect. And we don't take things personal because we understand people's reactions is usually more about them than ourselves. Typically, it's a trigger from the ego, pent-up frustration. We can see those things in others. We need to be able to self-reflect, meditate, and see within ourselves what needs to be dealt with and addressed. So we've got the willingness, the courage, and humility is right there as we approach it in humility, because we understand that no one is perfect. And self-growth, self-awareness, all of this internal work that we're doing, it takes time. We stay in humility, we stay in gratitude, because this work takes time to process it all, to understand it. And no one is perfect. So we set out to right the wrong. We've got the willingness, we're using our self-awareness, we're self-accountable. We tap into our courage, we stay in humility, because we desire to be better. It's a daily habit, it's part of the lifestyle. Mind, body, and spirit. Better than who? Better than someone you know? No. Better than who you were yesterday. A better man, a better woman, a better father. Understanding that you are limitless potential. And the only way we're going to truly tap into that is by endlessly refining. Like a rock, sandpaper, jagged edges, right? We keep refining, keep refining, keep refining, because we have the desire to be better, the desire to do better, to be of service for our brothers and sisters, to leave humanity better than what we found it. Each doing our own part on our hero's journey. So tapping in with those layers, we start to build some momentum. We build momentum. We show ourselves grace in the process. And as we're internalizing that, we hit that level of acceptance. I made an error. I made a mistake. With humility at the foundation of all that. And we reach out to the person that we wronged. We have a sincere moment with them where the ego is absent, because we're in our humility, we're using grace, we're self-accountable. And we're looking for redemption. We're looking to take that negative karma that's been hanging out with us and let it go. You know, and sometimes in these moments, if it's something simple like you spilled a drink and then you went and got something else and the person was happy, that's just an example. But the outside redemption doesn't have the power that our own internal redemption has. Because truly understanding it and seeing what caused that misalignment, that negative moment, that unhealthy moment, understanding that and going through the layers that we just discussed, that's how we change the behavior. When that moment presents itself in the future, you see it for what it is. And you hold yourself accountable and you say, not making that choice again. Because if in a moment the redemption doesn't happen quick, if you don't right the wrong quick in real time as it's happening, it'll hang out and turn into regret internally. Redemption is an opportunity to take your power from your own ego and not give it the chance to turn into regret. Not give it the chance to be more baggage that's going to tie you to the past and keep you from being fully in the present. And as we build this momentum of truly understanding redemption and righting our wrongs from the past, neutralizing the negative karma, we start feeling and looking at our own selves different. We can see a shift happening from the way I once behaved to the way I choose to behave now, through the process of the self-reflection, of the meditation, of the self-accountability. And your self-awareness starts to shoot up. Your self-worth starts to shoot up. Because you understand you're tapping into your limitless potential. And a gift from all that is confidence and self-worth and self-awareness and knowing who you are and that you can change. We have the power to become anything and anyone we want to be. Empathetic, compassionate, loving, caring, nurturing, courageous. Endless amounts, endless refinement to what you truly can become as you continue to refine yourself. And that's real confidence. No one can take that from you because it's in here in your heart and in your mind. And when God sees you working like that, facing yourself, facing your past, lessening the suffering that we've inflicted on other people, seeking redemption, we start to heal. And God shows us grace and blesses us even more. Then we breathe, release, and let go. And we know in our hearts that we did the right thing. If you don't know who Bob Marley is, or you're not familiar with his music, he has Redemption Song. It's incredible. Bob Marley as an artist was life-changing. Bob Marley says, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds." And it continues. But that verse right there is so powerful. Because we hold ourselves back. Our own limiting beliefs, our own limiting factors of fear, judgment, being ridiculed, hold us back from even trying. And that's self-imposed. That's a self-imposed cage. And the warden is our own ego, our own negative programming that we've received, our whole lives. And when you truly start to dig into redemption and forgive yourself and understand and be self-accountable and all of the layers that we discussed in this episode, you will break those chains that bind you mentally. And that is part of the process in the awakening. Realizing that we are not the ego. We are not the bad wolf. We are not the little brother who will never be quiet. We weren't put here on this planet to do that, in these bodies, having this spiritual experience. We're put here to create, to build, to be of service to our brothers and sisters, to live in abundance. Pure light, pure energy, pure love, vibrating at a high level, tuned into the frequencies of limitless potential through endless refinement. If you're caught in a moment and your ego comes out, says something, does something, don't wait. Be ready, always be willing, step into your courage, show the humility, and right that wrong right there. It's a liberating feeling. Hope today's episode makes you think. I hope it helps you open your mind and open your heart. And as a dad, the most critical redemption in the front of my brain is catching those moments before they happen, and if they do happen, with my child, correcting them in pure humility, realizing that this child is innocent. We are the ones to guide our kids as moms and dads. And we do our best work in a relaxed body, operating from a healed state. The goal should be, give your kids a childhood they don't have to recover from. You can go to theconnection.studio, grab the journal for this episode, and you'll find the journal for every episode with Connect. Show courage. Step into the gap. Step into the unknown. Find your own redemption within yourself. Show humility. Show yourself grace. And reach out and right those wrongs. Until next time, friends. God bless. Thanks for joining us at the Connection Studio. You can support us by sharing with others and posting to social media. Keep doing the internal work, as it will truly make all the difference. God bless.